Hi, my name is Jason Middlebrook. I'm a visual artist living in the Hudson Valley. I make a few different types of art. I make paintings, I make sculpture, I draw a lot, I work with nature a lot, I work with wood, I work with stone. I'm a little schizophrenic in that I have 3 or 4 different art practices. Well, it's very site specific. Everything I do is about where I live and ultimately where the art is going to be placed. So for example, the art that's in the Thomas Cole House was selected specifically for the Thomas Cole House, made in the Hudson Valley. I work with a mill in western Massachusetts. I'd say I'm a site-specific mixed media artist, and the process always starts from either the site, from drawing, and then the site and drawing come together, and then there's the kind of conceptual part of it, and then the process itself is very, there's a lot of hands-on technical stuff that goes on with the way I make art. I think The Architect's Dream is my favorite painting. I find that painting to be almost funny and almost way ahead of its time. And I only knew Cole through his studies of nature, but when I start to think about his relationship to architecture, I'm kind of intrigued by that. And that painting to me is, I find it very humorous for some reason. Like, it's, for the time period in which he painted it, it seems very contemporary, like it could be painted today. Where the other ones definitely feel like they capture a time period of the turn of the century, or even before that. And that Architect's Dream painting is, I feel like it has infinite readings. You know, there's a lot going on with the history of architecture and his relationship to architecture and how architecture affected the Hudson Valley. And it was kind of a surprise to discover that he painted that painting. I really like that painting. As much as he painted nature, I think architecture always is in his nature paintings. There's always a symmetricalness that's going on. And I think I'm intrigued by that, finding level, finding the horizon. Humans, I think it's just, desire to kind of put a structure in a space and kind of control the chaos a little bit of nature. Even though he's always trying to capture kind of the chaos or the wildness of it. And with these planks and these wall pieces, I think I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to find a constructed world. Surprisingly, I think my work actually looks nice in this context. I was a little worried about how ornate some of the architecture in the house would be, the trim work, and then his possessions or the things that were in his life. I think my work reflects the outside world of Thomas Cole, and the inside world is his home. So I feel like my work is kind of like a door to the outside. But then it also reinforces some of his taste in the house and the way he painted and the way maybe he helped decorate the house. So I feel like it's a soft exit and a soft entrance into the house and into his life a little bit. And that was kind of a surprise. I thought it would be a little bit more of a harsher contrast, but I feel like it's a softer contrast. I think he's a really romantic painter, and I think the work still has resonance, and especially if you spend some time up here, not necessarily live, but you're up here, his work is a really nice reference point to understand how artists saw the beauty of the Hudson Valley and how the artists that came up here were trying to capture an essence of what was going on up here. And I don't think a lot has changed. There's more buildings, there's more roads, there's more people. The landscape has shifted. You kind of see that in Thomas Cole's paintings, how it's shifted. But I still feel there's an essence up here that he was trying to capture. And to understand what's going on up here, it's nice to look at him and to try to think about what he was thinking about when he was making those paintings.